What's up, guys? So just want to say that I appreciate everyone's support on the merch and all the merch that y'all been buying. I do appreciate it. And if you're interested in buying some merch to help me out with the Green Dragon, you can do so at thehondaresource.com. And also, we still do have the giveaway going on the Civic Si. We currently have 40 spots left. So if you're interested in that, you can also do that over at thehondaresource.com. And it's $60. You get a t-shirt, sticker, and a chance to win the car. Free shipping anywhere in the lower 48 state. Thanks, and now we get to this video. Smash! Alright, so we got our new block from Kev, Weird Boy Kev on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram right here, so you guys go on there and follow him, give him a follow. All right, he threw me some Army shirts in there. Heck yeah, Kev's in the military and appreciate his service. He's an awesome dude. Got some new envelopes because I need those all the time. New pistons. Heck yeah. And those pistons are already machined to fit this block. This is a CSS high horsepower O-ring K24. Come on in here and look at this. Heck yeah. Already got the copper O-rings in it. CSS is already done. So now all we got to do is throw our rods and crank in there with these new pistons and we'll be good to go. Alright, so I got the motor out of the packaging, got it up on the stand. I took the wire wheel and just cleaned off some of the old stuff off of it because it was kind of like oxidized, kind of how this block is. It's not necessarily dirty, it's just, well, this one is a little dirty, but this one was clean. It had been hot tanked or whatever, but just the block in itself was kind of dingy looking. So I took and just put some paint here that I had on there. You can see I taped off the block code there and got it front and back. The casting mark aren't, you know, they make it look worse than it actually is. It is clean, just casting marks. But anyways, yeah, I got it unpackaged. Got it on the engine stand, and you can see it does have the CSS with O-ring. And then I've got the pistons unpackaged over here, and they're already numbered from where the block was machined. And so right now what I'm going to do is work on doing the ring gaps. So I've got my top ring, my second ring, and then the oil rings. The oil rings don't have to be gapped. Those should be already ready to go. Just have to gap the top ring and the second ring. So I'm going to do 0.018 on the top one and 0.022 on the second ring. So I'm going to go ahead and get them all sat out and start doing these ring gaps and getting it prepared. I don't really want to tear this apart until I've got this pretty much ready to go, you know what I mean? So I'll have to tear this apart and take the crankshaft and the rods and stuff out of it to make it all up to this, but I kind of want to be able to do it all in one go. Also, I think while I got it apart, I am going to make the most of the situation. I'm going to go ahead and paint the engine bay. At least that's my plan. I want to get the stuff from O'Reilly's that it's basically they mix it, put in a can, mixed, whatever. It has a hardener built into it. I also ordered another valve cover for it. So the valve cover that I've bought is coming from Charlie Moy. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. Anyways, he does powder coating and CNC engraving. So I've got a nice valve cover on the way for that I've got ordered. And I've got a box of, right there actually, the one under that dolly. I've got a box of quartz I got to send to him. Some K series and some B series over there. So just gonna make it look decent. I think also there is a guy that actually the same guy I got the seats from. He wants to get them back. These aren't, you know, you can see over there on the bolster how it's not in the best shape. So I'll probably throw some Kirkies or something back in it. But right now, I just finished fixing this B series transmission. So I do Honda transmission repair here too. So if you got a B series, K series, whatever, and you need a little bit of work done to it, just hit me up. I do that stuff here too. So this is Eric's K24. This is the one I have been putting the intake manifold stuff on from my Max P and Rod stuff. So basically, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but for my next build, I'm going to be using, I got a K20A2 block that's actually in this black box here, this whole short block. And I'm going to be using a K24A2 head. So Eric's giving me this head, he's going to put a K20 head on this. I've got a K20A3, like it's actually EP3 transmission here. I'm going to use the gear set out of that and buy all-wheel drive bell housing, and then and just use the EP3 outer case on the all-wheel drive bell housing, and I'll have my all-wheel drive set up there. And then you can see also I have CRV rear diff here and one passenger axle there. You have to use both passenger axles, and I've got another spare over there in the corner. It's been raining all day, and my shop floods a little bit whenever it rains. It runs, well, I say it floods. It comes under the door. I need a new seal on the door, I guess. So, but it just gets a little water in here, so that's all that's about. So, anyways, this is a piston ring grinder. I actually borrowed this from my buddy Jamie over at TVR Automotive. He's a good dude. He's famous on the YouTube. He actually doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he does have a off-road, like a Baja Beetle, like a 60s. I think it's 67. Yeah, I think it's a 67 Beetle. But yeah, he's got a few interviews on that thing, and man, I'm telling you, like, I know one of them, it's got over 2 million views. It's nuts. So check him out on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram down here. Give him a shout out over there and check out that Baja Beetle. It's awesome. So I guess I'm gonna get to sizing up these piston rings and hopefully start throwing this. Well, I ain't gonna be able to throw it together tonight, but I'll be able to get the piston rings gapped. The crap I do for a shot. I'm gonna put this on that stand all the way up there for hopefully a time lapse. Ladder here to get up there. The rain has picked back up, so hopefully it's not too overpowering in the background. But I got all the rings gapped now. Like I said, I did the top ring to a .018, and I did the second ring to a .022, and then this is just, like I said, a ring grinder. So it has, like, I guess, like diamond encrusted wheel or something. I don't know. These things are kind of pricey. Just use like one time or something, and that's why I borrowed it from my buddy. And he actually has a full-time shop, and he said I'm probably one of the only people that actually use it. Like, he doesn't use it. So but basically you just put the ring up here and then just turn it a little bit until what you try to do is keep it to where you're keeping your edges straight. You don't want to have them to where they're cockeyed. And you also want to go slow, because you can't put material back on, right? You can take material off slowly, but you can't put material back on. So if you notice, like, I would do like a couple turns on the grinder. I'd put it back in here and use my filler gauge to see if it was right. And then if it needed a little more, I put it back over here and I did another couple rounds on it, and then went back to it until I got to where it was where I wanted it. So now I have all these done, and I guess I'll just put them back in the box here and put each set of rings with each piston. That way I know which one goes to which cylinder, because all these are numbered. See? So, but also what I was doing was I put the ring inside the block there, and I use the piston, and it's basically pushing the ring down into the cylinder a little bit, and also keeps the ring level. Some Urias pistons. Anyways, that's basically what I was doing there. And so I guess maybe after we get this CRX done or something, I may have another car too I've got to get to first, and then I'll be able to get to this thing. So this is, you know, it's going to be a little bit of extra work because there's some other things I want to change too. I'm going to put a steel oil pan on it because right now it has an aluminum oil pan. And if you know anything about Hondas, the aluminum oil pan, the drain plug is prone to stripping, and this one's right on the verge of it. So I'll go ahead and swap that out with a steel pan that I have here. And I'm also going to add another bung for my O2 sensor because of where it's at here. It just keeps eating the moisture from the exhaust. Alright, so as I was trying to say before the rain rudely interrupted, I'm going to move the O2 sensor from here because it just keeps eating the moisture from the E85 when it first starts up, and it's killing my sensors. It's probably just hand tight here because I've been taking it out. But I got to build another bung, and I'm going to put it on the top side here, and that way maybe it won't be eating that condensation and killing my sensors. So I think since I've had this thing through or back together, I've been through about 4 O2 sensors. So just maybe to help prolong the life of them, I'm just going to move it to the top side. I may go ahead and wrap the dump tube also. You see the exhaust is wrapped. I may just do it just for uniformity. I'm not sure yet. But I am going to paint this because I had planned to paint it originally back here, and then, you know, I had some changes with my job situation and stuff, and I just said, hey, I'm just going to throw it back together and have some fun. But now I think that since I'm pulling the motor out this time to put in the new block, and I'm painting the block, I'm going to paint the transmission, just make it look good. I'm probably going to paint this intake manifold, strip it down, and I got to shave a little bit right here where it's hitting the hood. But I'm going to paint this probably to paint match to the car, and just paint the rest of this engine bay like where I had started back here, getting it prepared to paint, and just make it look the best it can be. So anyways, I appreciate you checking out this video. We'll be hopefully getting the motor pulled out of the Green Dragon, hopefully maybe this weekend. I'm not sure, today's Friday, but we'll see. Hopefully you can get it pulled out and start getting all the stuff swapped over to this new block to be able to get it installed. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace. Yeah.